Okay, so this is just a quick demo of some stuff that I've been building for a friend of mine. This is a bunch of demo stuff for an adventure world that I'm working on. So I'll just show the simple things first. Here's a very wide grand castle hallway. This is just a very quick build based on a blueprint that I made. Here's another cross section over here. This is the interior of a greenhouse. So there's plants hanging from the ceilings and going up from the ground, and there's a water, like an irrigation canal through the whole thing. This would be much wider. Like this is a cross section. It would be like 6 or 7 times this long. And then this over here. This was a wiring test, just to make sure everything worked. The idea here with the wiring test is that there are 2 NOR gates on either side, and they control the pistons on the other side over there, so that the blue wool will be retracted before the red wool is extended. So when this lever is pushed, it will switch. Like here, it activates this redstone. Obviously, there's a NOR gate here, so that there's a NOT gate here, so that the wiring will alternate when the lever is flipped. So when this path is activated, it will first. The first path is to shut off this NOR gate, causing this piston to retract, and then there are some repeaters here to delay turning on this NOR gate to cause the other piston to extend. So the other path operates in the reverse fashion, and when I press the lever, blue comes back and red comes forward, and then when I press it again, red comes back, blue comes forward. Very useful device here. Not too complicated, pretty compact, so it should be useful in a lot of places. So then the application was to take it to this device, because first of all, what we have here is a staircase that right now is rather long. You see there's 2 sets of torches, and then there's one by the door. And I come out the bottom. And this is all brick stairs that I'm walking up here. This is not stone blocks, it is stair blocks. So then the way the path is being altered, when I flip the lever, now I come out the top instead of the bottom, which is the exit down below there. And you notice that these 2 blocks no longer are stairs, now they are full stone blocks. Because if I had just put this path in, these two blocks would be stair pieces, and it would be obvious what happened. So what I had to do, and this is going to take a moment here. So here the wiring from the lever. So the upper path here is the NOT gate, and the lower path is without the NOT gate, so it will alternate between the 2. Right now the upper path is on, and here are my NOR gates. This one right here on that square platform, and this one over here. So the paths going that way through out the top of this NOR gate, and the path going out the bottom of this NOR gate are the on states. So this one is off, and this one is on. And you can see from the lever, the NOT gate position, it is delayed to turn off this gate. Or wait, no, it's delayed to turn on this gate, and it will much more quickly turn off this gate. So this gate leads to the pistons on the floor row, as well as the very last piston on this row contains the stone block. This is the stair that was retracted this direction, and then the block was put in this direction. So, like, if I were to flip the lever again, this left piston would pull the block this way, and this right piston would then push the stair this way. Because the turning off always happens before the activation of the other circuit. So if I press it again, now the staircase is restored, and it's all stairs, there are no stone blocks here. Flip it again, upper path is restored, and the ones on the seam right here became stone blocks again. They are no longer stairs. And we come out the top path, and notice that there's a set of torches by the door, only one set of torches on the way up the stairs. Now, normally in the puzzle world that I'm designing, this switch would not be immediately next to the staircase. And the staircase itself would have more torches. So, like, it's easy to tell between 2 and 3 sets of torches, but it won't be as easy to tell if there were, say, 8 sets of torches versus 10 sets of torches. And the staircase would be longer, so it would be more difficult to tell that the staircase length had changed. I could also make the path shallower to make the difference between the 2 sets of staircases. Like here, you see the path is 5 blocks tall, which means that the upper and lower path, see how tall they are? It's 7 blocks tall, and then the upper path is also 7 blocks tall, which means the staircase had to extend 9 blocks and get a 1 block gap in between them. Which is actually kind of handy. The 1 block gap is rather handy to let a wire go through. So if I were to say make this 3 blocks tall instead, chop off 2 blocks, then instead of the staircase extending by 9 tiles, it would extend by 7. And it might be more difficult to tell. The idea here is that this switch will instead be, say, 2 separate pressure plates, each of which will represent a triggering of one state of the lever. And those pressure plates will alter the staircase, but they will be in a separate part of the castle. So the staircase will change while you are somewhere else, and when you come back here, you won't be able to notice immediately that you are coming out in a different location. And what will appear, this is the cool part. Because of this, because everything looks the same to the player, it's very subtly different. I can put one room at the end of this path and another room at the end of this path, and to the player it will appear as if the rooms overwrote each other. Like if this room was a dining room and this room was a bedroom upstairs, and you went down the long staircase and came out in the dining room, then you went back up and triggered it somehow and didn't realize it, came back down and came out the top path into the bedroom, what will appear to have happened is that the dining room became a bedroom, or that the dining room moved somewhere else and the bedroom moved into its place. And that's the theme I'm going for in this world, is that things are going to move around on you. So it seems as though the castle is trying to trick you, like it is aware of your presence and is out to confuse you. And that's the end of this demonstration. I hope it's entertaining. There's all kinds of other ways you could do this. I have ideas for a cave system that will change as you walk through it. I've got already kind of a tech demo in another world that will do that. That's a much simpler process, partly because like this would have been a lot simpler if I didn't have to replace the stair and the stair block with a regular block. That was the main complication. That's what all this complicated wiring is about. Otherwise, it would just be one wire to the upper set of pistons and one wire to the lower set of pistons and a NOT gate on one of them. And then the lever would just have to switch between them. But when I discovered that, of course, the block in the block on the corner had to change, then this had to get a lot more complex. And it turned into a cool demo for how to replace one block with another. My brother has done quite a bit more with this and has managed to create a selection process whereby you could select, say, 4 or 5 different blocks for one position. But he said that was much, much more difficult to craft. Anyway, I'm signing off now, and take care. See you next week.